Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's doing good today. While we have a few minutes and we're waiting for everybody, I just want to remind everybody that my Cheerful Daisy craft box subscription this month is ready for registration. If you're already registered, you don't have to do anything. You'll get this automatically each month. It comes with the 4 cards, and the inside is just as pretty as the outside. And then this one is a fun fold card. And then this is a little box that will hold a gift card. Hello. So today, and you can register on my blog. Hey, Do. So today I was playing with the Wildlife Wonder, and this is what I came up with this morning and decided this would be the stamp set that I use today. And this is it right here. Let me see if I can get some more light on the subject here. And it has really nice little sentiments and the 3 images. And instead of using the owl, I'm going to use the wolf. And we are going to use some new colors. This is the pecan pie. And we're going to use, let me just see here. Actually, that's wrong. This is the copper clay. And the early espresso, which is, hey Margaret, which is a color that we've already had. Oh, I didn't even open the copper clay. I want to see what this looks like, because I thought I was going to stamp my wolf in the pecan pie. Let's just see what the copper clay looks like real quick. That might be nicer. Let's see, because I had stamped it, and we'll see when we get there. All right, so we're going to use some copper clay and some early espresso. So we're going to start off with a layer, 11 by 4 1/4. Hey Karen, it's still sore. And my foot is a little bit, hey Liara, my foot's a little swollen because I have a hard time getting my shoes on. That's that foot. All right, so there is our card base. And then this is our simple card. I'm going to layer it up with some basic white. And this is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Then I am going to layer it up with a layer of basic white, 5 1/4 by 4. And I embossed it with the Fern embossing folder. And I didn't even check to see if this is still available. And it is. It's item number 158804. So we're just going to layer these up. So it's finally stopped raining here. It's been just a wet couple of days. And a lazy day today. I did some, if you're waiting on packages from me, they are going to go out tomorrow morning. I got them all, everything packaged up and labeled and ready to go. All right, so we're just going to layer this down onto the front of our card. Now these cards will be great for the men in our life. I usually don't do very many men cards. All right, so just very quick and easy. Then I have some early espresso, and I believe this is 3x3. Yes. And then I have a basic white 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. And we're just going to do this quick and easy. I think I'm going to stick with the pecan pie because I really did like the, let's see, let's try it. This is the copper clay, but I'm just going to grab a spoon. My copper clay is brand new. So what I like to do, because I know there's a lot of ink on here. Sorry, my throat is so dry and I forgot to bring my bottle in. So we're just going to move some of that ink out of the way, and I'm just going to test this first. I want to see what it looks like before we stamp it on our... Oh, that's nice. Okay, we'll do that. It'll match the cardstock really nice. So here's our 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. And I am just going to stamp him, and I want to make sure he's on here straight. I'm going to center him on this layer. Hopefully he's on here straight. Yeah, isn't it pretty, Karen? This was in the old catalog, and it did carry over. But look at the detail. Isn't that amazing? So now that we have him stamped, we have a lot of white space here. So I'm just going to grab this image, and using a dauber, I'm just going to add some color to the edges. The card I made this morning uses the owl, which is really cute also. And I did it in peacock and lemon lime twist, I believe that is. All right, so we have our image. We're just going to layer this up, and I'm not going to use adhesive. I'm going to use some seal. Come on. There it is. So I don't want to see that glue through the center. And we're just going to layer this on. I'm just going to lift this up a minute. All right, I'm going to grab my little cutter, and we're just going to trim that bottom just a hair, because it's just a little too much on there. Much better. See, just little tiny bits I took off. So now we can pull our card back in, and we're going to pop this little guy up onto the front of this card. I'm just looking to see what I do with my dimensionals. You make a lot of men's cards, Margaret? See, I don't. It's terrible. I really should. I find them so hard. But this one is actually, pretty perfect for a men's card. I'm going to just move him up just a little bit. And then I have a little piece of paper that measures about 7/8 by 4. And I cut the edges with this banner punch. Okay? So you can see, you can make it a few different sizes. All I did was turned it over and lined it up so it was as even as I could get it to create my banner. We're going to use the sentiment sending birthday wishes, and I'm going to do it in early espresso. And I did, as you can see, I added this sticker on the back so I could hopefully get this on here straight. And I am actually going to grab a little bit of ribbon. And I may have put, here it is. This ribbon was the embroidered ribbon. And I'm just going to take off a little piece. It's almost like a tweed. And I'm going to just fold it around. Now I'm going to cut my tails and pull in my card. All right, I'm going to stick this right about there. So let's get some glue dots. The best way to adhere this is with the glue dots. And I'll stick one here. Get another one ready because I'm going to just create a little flip. We're going to add that right there. And then I'm going to take the other glue dot, and that's how I'm going to hold this together. Just like that. The leaf embossing, I like that one too. And then we have our sentiment, and I am going to add it right about here. And let's see, should we pop it up? Yes, we should pop it up. So let's grab a dimensional for this side. That's going to go right here. Now we have to remember, this has one dimensional, this has one dimensional, so we need to add 2 dimensionals on this side. So it'll be even on the front of our card. Oh, wow. All of a sudden the screen got dark. I wonder why. You know what? Hold on one second. I got to get my extension cord. Oh. I had to get my cord from my computer. All of a sudden my screen went dark. My thoughts and prayers go out to everyone who is in Texas. I can't believe Texas is on the news again for the person who ran down those people this morning. Hey, Susan, how are you, honey? Yes, Karen, your package is in the stack. All right, so getting back, I have one dimensional on this side and I have two dimensionals on this side, so it will lay even across the front of the card. So let's take off these papers, and this is just a nice simple card. We're going to stick that in here. I want to make sure that it doesn't go over the edge. And we have our sentiment right there on the front. Quick and easy. Now for the inside, I have early espresso 5 1/4 by 4, and then basic white 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Now for the inside, let's see, I'm not sure what I want to do with the inside. Let's take, I didn't even plan on anything. Let's just take these little sprigs of flowers, and we'll do it in early espresso. Let's see what it looks like. All right, that looks nice. And just add a little bit of something in that corner. Take that away so you can see. I just put some in the corner. And again, we want to use our seal, which everything seems to disappear right in front of my eyes, because we don't want to see that glue through this layer. We're just going to layer this up. And now we can add it to the front of our card. I will have the dimensions on my blog probably later on today for my simple Saturday, which it is very simple. I know. I like the old seal too, this old seal. So there you go. I see this bubbling up here a little bit. Let me just grab a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to just add a bit of glue. And we're going to stick that under. And as while it's there, just press down and then pull this out. Just like that. And then we can take care of that bulge. Now it's gone. So a nice simple card. Okay? Yeah, this stamp set is really nice. Like I said, here's the card I did this morning. And even the owl is cute. I didn't do the bear. And I didn't even take it out yet. But the bear is really cute too. Let's see if we can stamp them really quick. I have a scrap piece of paper. While we're thinking about it and we're talking about them, let's give them a shot. We'll do pecan pie. Then this way you guys will be able to get an idea of what he looks like. The detail is really what makes these stamps. Oh yeah, he's cute. He's really cute. Isn't that awesome? And then with this one, I'm going to use the early espresso. It has a stamp that will create the shadows underneath him. So I'm going to do it right like, let's see how it goes this way. Nope, we're going to do it this way. Right here, we're going to put it right around his feet. And that's too dark, but It's a great shadow, and I could have even moved it up higher. If I would have done it light like that, it would have been perfect. Cute, right? But the bear has such great detail. All right, so we had our Simple Saturday card. Let's step it up. We're going to, again, use the copper clay. Is that what I said it was? Yes, the copper clay, 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. Okay, and we're going to pretty much do the same thing. We have a basic white, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. I don't think so, Em. That would be a good idea, actually. And then we have another basic white that I again embossed with the fern, 5 1/4 by 4. And we are going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to layer some adhesive. I'm just looking at that little piece there, and it looks like the same spot that I had to fix on the last card. So let me just grab another scrap and add some glue. And then we're just going to take this layer again, and it doesn't, there is no top and bottom. You can put it either way. And we're just going to lay this right on the front of the card. Okay. This card I did a little different. I have an early espresso, and this is 3 3/8 by 4 1/8. Then I took a piece of designer series paper, and this is the Cheerful Daisies DSP, and this is 3 1/4 by 4, and we are going to adhere it to this early espresso layer. We have people moving in next door, and I think they have a U-Haul coming in again. All right, now you can see the color is it varies from one side to the next. So I am going to keep the light end towards the top, and we're going to pop this up onto the front of the card. So add our dimensionals. Make sure they're sticking. Take our papers off. Make sure it opens the right way. Don't want to do that. And I am going to center this from top to bottom. Nah, I'm going to move it down just a hair. All right, so there is the front. It actually almost looks like the sun is shining and making it lighter. All right, so now I have the same 3 by 3 early espresso and 2 7/8 by 2 7/8 basic white. And we're going to pull our basic white back in. And we are going to, it was the copper clay I used, right? Yep. We're going to ink up some copper clay. And I am going to, again, center him on that layer. I'm going to take this early espresso and I'm going to ink up these little grasses. I guess they are. They could be flowers. And I'm going to stick one here. And we'll stick one right here. And I'm going to grab my copper clay again. And let's just get these edges. If we wanted, we could actually ground him a little bit. Let's add him to this layer first. Let's ground that wolf so he doesn't look like he's floating up in the air. So we'll add this to this layer. Grab our ribbon. Let me see if I have enough here. And I'm not going to tie a bow because we're going to keep this as a masculine card. So we'll just ground him by adding a ribbon so he doesn't look like he's floating. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Let's see if we can't turn it that way. And we'll just trim it off. Because we don't always need to do a bow. We want to still keep it a little bit masculine. And it does just ground our wolf. I'm going to move it up just a hair. It just grounds him so he doesn't look like he's floating up in the air, right? And it takes away some of this white space. So now we're going to grab him and our dimensionals again. And we're going to pop this layer up onto the designer series paper. Pull in our card, make sure I have it opening the right way. And I'm going to actually add him up towards the top. Just like that. And I have another banner because we're going to make this also a birthday card. And actually this time, let's do it in the copper clay. Let's just clean this stamp off a minute and get my scrubber. And we'll do it in, and I just dropped it. We'll do it in copper clay this time. We want to center this. Get rid of that mess and pull our card back in. And you could either just lay this here and adhere it with glue, which I think that's what I'm going to do. Actually, I'll use some seal. So I'm just going to run a length of seal, but then I am going to take some glue and I'm just going to add a bead of glue on top of that, just to give me a little time to make sure I get it on the front straight, okay? So we'll just stick this. I'm leaving a little bit here down at the bottom. Scoot it over just like that. And we just adhered that right to that layer of designer series paper. Now this time we're going to pull in some of our new in color dots. And we have our copper clay right here. And I am going to use these as anchors for this layer. And I'm going to put it, whoops, it's stuck to my finger. Right here in the corner. And I'm using the medium size ones. And one more. All right. So it just looks like that is how that layer is being held on. Mimi Cakes, welcome. You're from Pennsylvania. Where in Pennsylvania? I'm in Ephrata. All right, so there we go. So let's grab the inside of our card. Again, not really too sure what to do here. Why don't we use this, and we'll use some copper clay, and we'll put this on the bottom. And we'll get some early espresso. And we'll put these right on either edge. Boyerstown. Okay. Well, welcome. It's nice to see you. So just a quick and easy inside. Like I said, we're going to use this as our masculine card. And this one is a little bit more stepped up. So for the rest of the day, just make sure you keep an eye out for the blog post. I'll have the dimensions to both cards for you, and a list of supplies. So here it is simple, and here it is stepped up. Just adding a little bit of something different. Now, if you're not already a member of my Mystery Card Monday group, head on over there and join, because my Mystery Card Monday Clue 1 is posted. So get your card stock together and thank you. Get that card stock cut and ready, and I'll see you tomorrow night on YouTube at 7 o'clock for our mystery card event. All right. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great day. Here's the one I did this morning. And I will Thanks, Karen. And I will see everybody tomorrow night. Bye bye.